The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Burton there to bring it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only one play hit, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From midfield now. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Nick Herbig making the play. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back gets the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. It's a huge pickup on the play, and that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. trying to push this past the marker. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Condors are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll throw on first. Got a man. Bowers has it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Along this sideline inside the 25. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Barkley has the Chicago touchdown. The Snohawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing it to start this drive. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Condors are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike it. But you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to the well again. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. So before they can set him... Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. 3rd and long for him here. Offense is out there and ready to get... And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Snohawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
That's good. 4-8.
He's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Condors get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up first down. Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This one from 42 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He lofts it, deep left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Snohawks grow the lead to 7. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8. Now we have our 2-minute warning. The Condors in need of some points before the break. Here he is on 3rd and long. Got Mingo, it's complete. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
To throw it on 1st down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 5. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. 1st down from the red zone. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing off the play fake here. Buying some time left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
They'll throw for the end zone. The back grabs it. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
To throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Snohawks are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To the air now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. 2nd and 10 now. It's taken in by Mingo. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Snohawks get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to the air here. Barkley's got it. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground. A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose a wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Connecting on the slant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the punch for moving the chains that time. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They motion the tight end over. Back to throw on 3rd down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it up. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Condors have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion.
receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Snohawks take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. Flush down now to his left. Now he's going to fire it. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. They'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Heaves one. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Snohawks 23.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Returns looking good so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Makes the play in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Here's a throw. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll look to oh, he lost the football. It's picked up by the defense. Up to the races, middle of the field. Into the red zone. And they'll return it for a touchdown. The Condors grow their lead on the turnover. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Condors make it a 10-point ball game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. The Snohawks make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's got the squiver. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. Not along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. It is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Condors capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Condors make it a 10-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Cut near the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Snohawks cut it to a field goal game. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And they've got it. They've recovered the onside kick. All right, partner. Well, they have momentarily, at the very least, pulled this game back from the jaws of defeat. Now they have to get the kicker within range to tie it and force the extra frame.
Kate, you know that kicker is so ready. Just ran out there and delivered the picture-perfect onside kick. Now, on offense, go get them down there. Put him within range, and he's going to drill it.
It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Condors make the play that should win them this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Off to the races, middle of the field. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Condors pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors make it a 10-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about.
He's got it inside the 25. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the hands team brings in the onside kick. That should set them up for victory. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. Giving 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he eludes a defender again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Running for the marker on 2nd. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Condors make it a 10-point ball game.
Snohawks 44.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd.
To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Condors see the return go out of bounds. And that is how this game's going to end. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.